Welcome, everyone, to a brand new series called Civilization and Chill, where I play Civilization, and guess what? We chill. If you don't know how to play Civilization, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you'll get the hang of it as we play. If you're a Civilization nerd, here are all my settings. Let's see who we play as. Oh shit. We get to be Poland. That's right. I don't know any Polish foods, but we're gonna ball Poland's a very strong civ. But yeah, basically, you might be wondering, hey, where's my Minecraft therapy? The reason we're doing Civilization and Chill is because I'm honestly a little sick of playing Minecraft. So hopefully, Civ is like my goat game. Like I've spent way too many hours of my life playing this game. I could probably be like a much more successful just person generally in my life if I didn't play Civ, but it's so good, and I think it'll provide some nice background ambiance as we do the other part of Civilization and Chill, which is chill. So basically, if you like Minecraft therapy, we're still gonna be having therapy here. It's just gonna be with Civ instead of Minecraft. And once again, if you don't understand what the hell I'm doing in this game, that's fine. You could just look at the pretty pictures and like follow the general Civilization narrative, and I think you'll get it. But yeah, since this is a new series, I figure allow me to reintroduce myself, and let's just like, it's been a while since I made a Minecraft therapy video too, so let's just brain vomit whatever the hell is going on in my brain recently. I would say the biggest thing in my life recently is that, I don't know how much longer, like, let me just say it, like, I can't do YouTube full time because I'm like a bad YouTuber and I don't post videos. So like, I like this shit is not sustainable, for me to rely on for my groceries, and like this has caused quite a bit of anxiety in my life because like for the past few years, my identity was like pretty tied up in being a YouTuber. And it's honestly like, it's like a dream come true, you know what I mean? For like everyone born in like my age, like of course the dream is to like just dick around and play video games on the internet and like get paid for doing that. Lord, he said something very offensive to me in his language. Lord Nebuchadnezzar. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that correctly, but yeah, like I was saying, right, everyone like my age is like, I would love to like wants to be a YouTuber, right? And like for me, when like the YouTube channel started really popping off, that was like very, oh my god, we're next to Caesar too. This is crazy, bro. You are so close to us. We're gonna have to go to war with Caesar or something. But yeah, I keep getting interrupted. Like, yes, being YouTube's everyone's dream. We keep meeting so many civs. I'm trying to like have like a deep moment here with my viewers where I like truly bare my soul about my struggles in life and like reveal a part of myself. But we keep encountering civs, and I keep losing my train of thought. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber. I'm struggling with that. And yeah, when the YouTube channel popped off, it was like a dream come true. And I guess it just feels like a little disappointing that like, kind of through like my own life choices and decisions that have led me to not post as much, it's like I'm in this position where like I kind of have to like give up my dream a little bit so I can like buy food. And yeah, that just causes some anxiety in my life, and I've been really trying to wrestle with that anxiety and like just like come to terms with it, right? Because like a lot of it is beating myself up for like, it's like, oh, if I had done this differently, if I had done that differently, I could have a trillion subscribers, and like it's my fault that like this shit isn't successful. That's like a big like point of like fucked up shit in my head. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to deal with it, and I'm finally getting to the point of this video, which is that I kind of like one of my favorite songs is "Good News" by Mac Miller, and I was listening to it recently, and it just really made me. I kind of like understood it in a new way, and like it made me think about like my own journey in life the past few years. So I kind of want to just go through the lyrics from that song, kind of talk about how I feel about it and how it relates to my life. I know it's very like it's very like college newspaper to be like, oh, I listened to a song and I have a unique experience with it that I would like to discuss with you guys. But it's my fucking YouTube channel, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so I'm gonna just like be spitting lyrics from the song and kind of just talk about how those lyrics make me feel and like my general thoughts. So first few lyrics from the song that I want to talk about, opening lines. He says, "I spent the whole day in my head. I'm always too busy dreaming. Maybe I should just wake up instead." And I guess that kind of just sums up how I feel like right now with my YouTube thing. It's like maybe I should just stop. I should just give up this dream of being a YouTuber, of being a writer, of like thinking like I could be like, oh, it's like, oh, you really thought you were like someone special, me? Like you should just submit to the corporate meat grinder because that's the only way you're going to be able to like fucking afford rent and like all this other shit. You know what I mean? And that is just a stressful thought, I guess. Because even if like, I know like, I'm always like, I've made a few videos now where I kind of like touch on the quote unquote struggles of being a YouTuber. And I'm always like kind of wary about complaining too much because I know it's like it can like I might be annoyed if like I was watching a YouTube video and then the person making the YouTube video just started complaining about making a YouTube video because it first of all it's like too meta, and second of all it's like, well, you already have like a much better job than like 99.99% of people, so just shut the fuck up, like no one cares, which is fair. I think that's very fair. But even if you can't relate to like, you know, being a YouTuber, I think a lot of people in modern times can relate to having to give up on a dream to like make ends meet, right? Because like maybe your dream is to like be a professional basketball player or like be a professional ballet dancer. But like, you know, 99.99% of us don't get to play in the NBA or be musicians and like make a living that way. You know what I mean? Most of us have to go fucking work in an office to just to survive. And I think Mac really touches on that in the opening lines of Good News, where he says, you know, maybe it's time for all of us to stop dreaming, you know, which is sad, I think, because it's like a very beautiful thing. I think that when we're all like young, we all have these dreams of like wanting these like beautiful, artistic, like nice things for our lives, and then we all eventually realize like actually we all have to like go into corporate and like figure out how to like market this thing to like market B2B SaaS things that like are actually kind of making the world worse because it's contributing to climate change and yada 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 so yeah, it's just I don't really have any like solutions to this modern dilemma. It's just a problem, I think, that is encapsulated very well in opening lines of Good News. Next thing that I relate to in Good News is a lot of things I regret. Mac Miller, he says a lot of things I regret. Mac, I can relate to that. like I said before, I feel like I have a lot of regrets with this YouTube thing, right? Like I feel like if I had worked harder in some way, or like had better time management, or been able to focus on YouTube, like I could have, should have, would have, like should have made figured out a way to make this work. But like I pour over in my head like so many times. Like I'll lie awake at night and just like feel like so much like regret about the YouTube thing. Like obviously I'm very happy that and grateful that it even got to like the point it's at. And like it's not even about like, I'll touch on this later, but it's like it shouldn't even be about like making money and like the views or whatever, right? Because when I started this shit in like 2020 in the pandemic, it was literally because like I was bored and I was like, I have like opinions, I have like things to say but nowhere to say them, so I'm just gonna say them while I play Minecraft and then like post it to like a bunch of random subreddits because I desperately just want to like be heard. You know what I mean? But it's like that's like the core of it. You know what I mean? That's like what is supposed to be the core of. That's what I want like the core of all my things to be. And I feel like it's hard when like the beauty, maybe that's not the right word because it's like, I'm fucking playing Minecraft. I don't know if it's like a beautiful thing, but like, the like purity, I don't even know, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when that gets mixed up with like, oh, now it's my job, it's like, a very different sort of, it creates a different situation. And then it can lead to things like regret because like, oh, the channel didn't grow, blah, 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 blah. When really the focus, I think, should be like, is this like a fun thing for me to do? And like, am I happy doing it? Yeah. And that kind of leads into the next lyric I want to talk about from the song, which is, just wish I could get out my goddamn way. I feel like a lot of the time, I'm my own worst enemy, whether it's overthinking or being a perfectionist or procrastinating or like be worrying about like what other people think of me and like judging myself before anyone's even judged me. It's like all these things are like things that I impose on myself, and I feel like if I could just turn my brain off, if I was stupider, which maybe is not the politically correct way to say it, but like if I could be stupider, I actually think like that would be better for me in some cases, because it's like I can get in my own way when I like psych myself out and like think like, oh, this shit is like, me playing Civilization 5 and like ranting about my life. Who the fuck would want to hear that? Like, might as well just not even fucking make the video. When it's like, no, just like shut the fuck up. Like there's so many morons on the internet that like I think I don't need to worry about like me being a moron. I can't believe Rome is forward settling me like this, and Babylon, and I can't even do shit because like I don't have 3 pop yet on my capital. But we're gonna fucking figure this out. We are gonna get iron. So hopefully this video is the start of me getting out my own goddamn way. All right, next lyric I want to talk about is, I'm running out of gas, hardly anything left. That's kind of like also describes where I'm at with the YouTube thing, but also just like with my life. I feel like very just tired and out of gas, and like I think it's like what I've like, and I've said this shit for like 3 years that like I'm burned out from the YouTube thing. So it's like at some point it's like I gotta like figure out how to like get my shit together. But I think part of it is also the constant need for external validation, which I kind of touched upon. But it's like, once it's like, I need the views, it's like stressful to make a video and then it doesn't get views and you're like, well, fuck my life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Mac also says, hope I make it home from work. That's how I feel about this YouTube thing. I hope I freaking make it home from doing this shit, because this shit is stressful. And like I said before, I know, like, it's like, oh, you think like fucking playing Minecraft and Civilization is stressful? Why don't you fucking try working at the McDonald's drive-thru when the ice cream machine is broke? That'll show you stressful. So once again, I know I'm like speaking from a place of like privilege. So, I'm sorry if you work at the McDonald's drive-thru. If you make a video, I promise to watch it, because you deserve some restitution for that. Next line I want to talk about is, why I gotta build something beautiful just to set it on fire? That's how I feel with the YouTube thing. It's like, I feel like I built something kind of beautiful with the community, with like me feeling like I figured out like an artistic like voice. Asika? This is very menacing. Is this your own capital you're burning down, dude? Like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, like, I feel like with the YouTube thing, I figured out like something artistically. And once again, I know I'm playing like video games, so let's not get too high on our own horse. But like, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to like be a writer, right? Like, I feel like that was always my thing that I love to do, was like tell stories. And it was like, it felt like with the YouTube thing, it's like I had an audience for the stories I wanted to tell, or at least like a type of story I wanted to tell. And then it's like, once all the pressure of like the frickin' views and the comments and the whatever, it's like once I built it to like what I wanted it to be, that's when I like stopped posting and like feeling stressed about it, because it's like, it was just a lot, because it's like Kitty Pryde said, which Lil Uzi Vert quoted or sampled in his song, Godard song. He said, if you put something on the internet, someone's gonna hate it. And like, that's so true, man. Like, any video I make, like, there will be like hate comments on it. You know what I mean? Like, it could literally be like about like anything. It could just be a video of my dog for like 2 minutes, and it'd be like, why the fuck did you post this video of your fucking dog? I don't want to watch your fucking dog. Make another fucking video about Stanford, you fucking piece of shit. And it's like, oh my god. So I think that was part of it as to why I set this beautiful thing on fire. I think another part of it was, like I said, like being in my own head too much, like stressing too much about like putting unnecessary standards on myself, where it's like, it felt like, oh, I can't like, fucking make a video where I'm just playing Civilization, because I already have Minecraft Therapy. If I fucking spam this video, like this type of video, no one's gonna watch my channel, no one's gonna like blah blah blah, subscribers go down, blah 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 blah, you know what I mean? But it's like, that is that's just not like the beautiful thing about this, you know what I mean? The beautiful thing is not the views or whatever. The beautiful thing is that like I like made videos and stuff that I was like proud of. And I think it's time we get back to that and stop stressing so much about like all the other crap. So yeah. Next line, Max said, he said, why can't it just be easy? God damn, like that is so true. Like it feels like everything in life is fucking hard. Like I will just like cook lunch for myself and then there'll be like fucking 20 dishes in my sink. I'm like, who the fuck put these dishes here? I just made a sandwich and somehow like now it's like I gotta be like a fucking part-time dishwasher just to like feed myself something that's not fucking Chinese food. You know what I mean? And I think like, that applies to the YouTube thing. It also just applies to like life. And I think part of it is like I'm just figuring out like how to live like my adult life in a way that makes sense to me, which is crazy because like I'm 27. You would think at this point like I would like kind of understand how to like live my life in a way that is like makes sense, like that is conducive to just me having my shit together, but like I just don't have my shit together yet, and that is fucking annoying. So why can't life just be easy? I don't fucking know. We like decided to like build all the fucking tractors and like machines to automate our work for us, and now we're fucking busier than ever. So fucking tell me how that make that make sense to me. But we won't get into the fucking capitalism rant yet. I'm debating where I should settle this next city. Like I kind of want to settle. I kind of agree that I should settle here because like the salt is here, which is a different luxury than wine. I guess I can explain how Civ 5 works to the uninitiated. Like basically, these are my cities, and I want to grow the cities so I can like build shit in them, like armies and like good shit. And normally when you build a city, you want to build it next to some luxuries. Ideally, different luxuries than the ones I have. So like here I have wine and furs. Salt is another luxury, which would be good because it will increase my happiness. But it's very close to Rome. And so Rome is probably going to kick our fucking ass if we try to settle there. We could settle here, which would still give us some salt and maybe be a little more defensible. So I think actually I'm going to do that. And then we'll figure it out from there. All right, next line I want to talk about from Mac Miller is, I hate the feeling when you're high, but underneath the ceiling. I feel that shit, bro, because it's like sometimes the shit that you do to make yourself like, sometimes your escape isn't your escape anymore. And then you're like, what the fuck? I thought this was like supposed to be like my happy place. And now it's like my extremely stressful place. And I kind of feel that way with, once again, with the YouTube thing. So I'm trying to bring the joy back. I'm trying to like be able to get high off the YouTube thing again. So hopefully this, I'm like also like, so like when I first started the channel, right? Like I would respond to every single fucking comment, like literally. I'm pretty sure if you go back and like look at all my early videos, like every single comment, unless it's a comment from like someone telling me that like I should repent and like give my life to Jesus Christ, like every single comment I reply to, because I felt like, okay, if you're like giving me the time of day to like watch my extremely long rambly Minecraft video, the least I can do is like take like 2 minutes out of my day to like respond to your comment, right? And like I felt like that was a really good, I felt like I had a good thing there with the YouTube comments and like comment and like interacting with the community. And then like once it blew up, it felt like all of a sudden like it was very stressful because like I said, like there would be hate comments, and even if it's like the ratio of like good comments to hate comments is like maybe like 20-1 or something, it still like gives me like psychic damage when like I see the hate comment, and like I could tell myself like, oh yeah, like I know like logically it's a minority of the people, but it's still like, you know, it still kind of fucks my day up. So like that like increased the stress of like making YouTube videos. So like I'm probably not going to be in the comments for a while until like I figure out how to like improve my mental health to the point where like I can withstand the psychic damage of the negative YouTube comments. But I think that is like a step of me like trying to like do this more for myself and not just for like, you know, everyone else. Because I think that it's important that like that remains the core of what I'm doing for me personally. So, yeah. Next lyrics. We'll just keep going with the lyrics. Can I get a break? So tired of being so tired. I feel that, bro. I mean, it just kind of like builds on like the why can't it just be easy? I hate the feeling when you're high but underneath the ceiling. I wish I could just get out of my goddamn way. It's like, I do feel like fucking... And I guess this maybe speaks to like more than just like the YouTube thing and just kind of like where I'm at in life. But like, I feel like very... like... I feel like my life is like not like fucked up, but like I'm ready for like a change. Cause like I don't. Ooh, there's a salt here, which is so convenient. That's good. Like I fucking hate the neighborhood I live in Brooklyn. I fucking hate it. It's full of like boomers. I'm fucking sick of New York City. Like I know I made a video where I was like, I love New York City, and New York City will always be my hometown, but it's like I can't fucking deal with like the cars that are constantly not stopping at stop signs and trying to like fucking kill me when I'm just trying to walk my dog. Like I can't deal with like the fucking like everything is so fucking expensive. Like it's like it doesn't even like make sense. The fucking like noise, the fucking people. It's like I can't deal with it anymore. Like I'm so tired of being so tired of this fucking city. That like and like the stuckness of like being stressed with YouTube, being stressed with my life. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of being tired. Maybe I should try fucking something else, being fucking happy for once. So, yeah. I'm trying to debate where I should settle. If I should settle here or directly on the salt. Because if we settle on the salt, we're probably not going to get this salt because these will be out of range. So I guess we should settle here. I just hope this guy doesn't kill us. But I think he won't. So let's go there. And go there. Alright. Next lyrics are, I guess. Can I just... Oh wait, no, I already said it. Why does everybody need me to stay? That, and I guess also kind of related to that is further in the song. He says, all I do is say sorry. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm saying it about. I feel like... What should I get, actually? Sorry. I'm playing the game if you're listening to this. And now, I'm trying to debate if I should... Let's go monarchy. Yeah, like, why does everybody need me to stay? Why does everybody need me to stay? All I do is say sorry. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm saying it about. Like, and this, I guess, speaks to, like, kind of the personal pressures in my life. And I don't want to, you know, put anyone on blast here. But I feel like a lot of the time, like, I don't know how I got to be this way. But I feel like to a lot of my friends and family in my life, like I am like the responsible one, and so everyone is always like turning to me for like help for things, and I'm happy to help. I've been happy to help, but at some point it's like I gotta like do my own shit, you know what I mean? And it's like I feel like a lot of the time I'm like saying sorry for like, oh, sorry I can't help you. And then it's like, I don't even know like why I'm saying sorry, because it's like no one's offering to help me with like any of my fucking shit. You know what I mean? No one's fucking doing shit for me. Everyone's always needing me to stay when I need someone to like help me for 2 seconds, everyone's fucking gone. So I don't know, that just fucking sucks ass. I don't like that feeling at all. And kind of related to that, the other lyrics Mac talks about are got the cards in my hand, but I hate dealing. Get everything I need and I'm gone. And I feel like that kind of relates to what I'm saying. It's just like I'll do this. Like I'm a very I mean the name of a channel is Introverted Madness, so you could probably guess. But like I'm a very introverted person, and like sometimes I will like just like go offline, just like fucking go dark for like a few weeks or a few months, and it's like sometimes it feels like that is the only way I can like regain my sanity, because otherwise people are always going to be leaning on me. And then I guess we'll get to the title lyrics of the song. Max says, "Good news, good news, good news. That's all they want to hear. No, they don't like you when I'm down." Or maybe he says they don't like me when I'm down, because that would make more sense. But basically he's saying how like everyone just wants to hear good news from him, and they don't want to hear when like he's depressed. And I kind of feel that way too. And it's understandable, I guess, because like, if someone is always being fucking depressed, and I'm trying to have a good day, it's like, yeah, I could see how that could be annoying. But sometimes it's a struggle, because I feel like no one wants to hear shit from me unless it's good news. You know what I mean? The fucking people, people don't want to hear. I feel like, people in my life, they don't want to hear me complain about my life, because they just want to hear that I'm doing good. And if I say like, oh, actually I'm struggling, it's like, well, you've been struggling for like years, bro. Like, shouldn't you like, have it together? Or it's like, if I make a YouTube video that's too complainy, like this one, which is my fear, I feel like, oh, like, people on the viewers, they don't want to hear me complain. They don't want to hear all this shit. They just want to hear good news. Just make the fucking Stanford video. Make the video where you talk about like good shit, and like, don't actually talk about the real shit of you like struggling in life. Just make the funny video, man. And I don't know. It's just like it's not that easy. You know what I mean? Even with like the YouTube thing, it's like some of my most popular videos, like surviving startups or like any of the Stanford videos, like those are all born from like years of like, I don't want to say suffering, but like bad times. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't give a fuck. Caesar, shut the fuck up. If I, those videos are made from like years of bad times, but people just want like the funny video man to make the funny video. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just stuff for me to think about, and it's stuff like that when like, I don't know, like when I feel like people, it just makes me feel like hiding in my shell, because I'm like, the world, I feel like a very emo teenager. It's like the world doesn't understand me and like my struggles, and it's tough. It's tough. Next line Max says is, "But when I'm flying, oh, it make him so uncomfortable." I feel that too, because sometimes when you're happy, people aren't happy for you either. They're like, what the fuck? This guy is happy now? Why doesn't he complain about Stanford more? It's like, god damn. It's like, sometimes there is, no pleasing people. And, I'm like lobbing a lot of like animosity towards my viewership, but I know that like, 99% of y'all are like chill and like not haters. It's just like in my mind, like most humans, I have like a negativity bias, and like I'll like laser focus on like the negativity, and like I'll tell myself like, dude, like if you focus on the negativity, you're like letting the negativity win. You know what I mean? Like you gotta like take a step back and like not let it consume you like that. because like don't let the hatred win. But I don't know. I'm a fucking human being. You know what I mean? So I just like think about that and think about this stuff. Next line. Next line is, I heard they don't talk about me too much. That's a problem with a closed door. So, I've been saying all this stuff about, other people. They're so annoying. They're always asking me for help. So I decide to shut everyone off. But like Max says, problem with a closed door is they don't talk about you too much anymore. And, I do feel like, when I go into my hole and become a hermit, that's also not great for me because then I'm like not interacting with the world. And like part of like what I'm like kind of feeling lost on is that I feel like I have people in my life who truly like get me and understand me and like I can like say all of this shit to, which is why I have to say it on youtube.com to like a bunch of internet strangers. Instead of saying it to like, 2 people IRL, I instead have to say it to thousands of people online. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, we want to get, sorry. I'm trying to figure out what our next tech we gotta tech is. Salt is with mines, right? What is this? Where's salt? Salt is somewhere? Let's just get fucking... I mean, libraries are important. Let's just get libraries. Or maybe you should get this. Quarries? Let's just get libraries. You can't go wrong with building libraries, right? Yeah, so it's like I recognize that like I can't be like a recluse forever, right? And it's like, and I think that's also kind of, once again, touching on the YouTube thing, it's like the problem with a closed door, the problem with me like hiding from like YouTube is that I don't get the benefit of like feeling personal happiness from like doing this shit. You know what I mean? So trying to open the door a little bit, at least with the YouTube thing. Next thing Max says is, ain't a better time than today. We don't need to build a scout. Why am I building a scout here? That's like stupid. Build a granary. He says, ain't a better time than today. When it ain't that bad, it could always be worse. I mean, that's just like, that's always like the motto I try to return to, which is like, actually let's do furs so that we get the happiness from that. Which is that, the quote I always love to quote is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. That's just the truth, man. That is just the fucking truth. So I'm trying to improve my fucking life today by fucking making a random YouTube video. And, life always could be worse. I mean, once again, I'm very privileged. I fucking live in America. I eat food every day. I have a roof over my head. There's a lot I can and should be grateful for, and I am grateful for it. So it's like, maybe chill me on like, because I think that like, being super emo about your life and like hating your life, I think it like, at least for me, it does like, I'm not, you shouldn't like bury your emotions. You know what I mean? Like, I think what I'm feeling with my life is true. And I think it can be a signal that like, oh, maybe I should like fucking move out of New York, or like I should fucking change my life. But I also don't think it's worthwhile to just be like, oh yeah, my life sucks, period. That's it. That's all I'm going to think about is how my life sucks. It could always be worse. So it's fucking got to be grateful. Max says, wake up to the moon. Haven't seen the sun in a while, but I heard the sky's still blue. That's like the hope that you have in depression. You know what I mean? You wake up to the moon, you're fucking depressed, it's nighttime, it's dark as shit outside, you haven't seen the sun in a while, but you got that hope, you know. You remember that the sky is still blue. Maybe things could get better one day, and that's just the attitude I'm just trying to fucking apply to my whole fucking life, bro. Is that it ain't so bad. It could get better. Oh shit, we let a fucking pop die here? Oh my god, I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god. This is what happens when I play a game while trying to also rant about my life. That's okay though. It's not that serious. Yeah, Max says maybe I'll lay down for a little instead of always trying to figure everything out. Yeah, maybe I should just fucking chill instead of trying to figure out how to fucking fix my life, fix the YouTube thing, fix everyone's fucking problems, fix my own problems. I think I gotta take it one step at a time, chill out, and like I said, it's like sometimes I'm my own worst enemy, and like overthinking shit is like the cause of my problems. So it's like, yeah, maybe if you fucking chilled out, lay down for a little bit instead of trying to always figure everything out, that would actually be good for you in the long run to figure everything out. You know what I mean? Max says, there's a whole lot more for me waiting on the other side. I always wonder if it feels like summer. I know maybe I'm too late. I could make it there some other time. I could finally discover. I feel like that is just a very poignant thing to say. It's a very hopeful way for the song to end. Obviously, Mac Miller passed away, which is very sad, and it's very, like, you know, interesting that he had these lyrics to say. It's very, you know, it's hopeful. It's like, on this side of depression, fucking sucks shit. But maybe on the other side, it could feel like summer. Maybe sometime we'll make it there, who knows? But in the meantime, we'll just fucking chill, you know what I mean? We'll fucking chill, have a good time, play some Civilization. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And we'll just figure it out. We'll just figure it all out. All right, I think that's an episode. We'll finish it off by settling this settler. I'm trying to figure out where I should settle him. I'm considering settling him directly on the silver, but then most of our land will be shitty tundra. So maybe we'll just settle here instead, which I think is also fine. So we'll settle here. And that's that. Look at that. We've got our little civilization up and running. I made a few misplays, so please forgive me, God. And I'm excited to continue this series. I feel good now that like I said before, I've always been resistant to like making a video like this, even though like these thoughts have been bouncing around my head for so long, and just like dedicating a whole video to ranting about YouTube, because I feel like, you know, it's annoying for a YouTuber to rant about YouTube. But I'm glad I did this video and like let this all out. Hopefully in future videos I'll be able to dive deeper into like other feelings I'm feeling about life, and like kind of, I'm glad that like I made this video and kind of like unblocked these feelings for myself, so that like I can talk about other stuff that I find interesting. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay safe, stay sane. Hope you guys are doing well, and just fucking, you know, go outside, touch grass, have a good time, everyone. All right. I'll say it again. Stay safe, stay sane. I'll catch you next time. Peace.